The American government is sending out payments to millions of Americans. Yes, most up-to-date information that the American government is sending out, yes, now, those stimulus checks that you have been waiting for. Millions of Americans have voted and said we need help financially. So the American government said it's time to send them out. Yes, we have a date. We have information regarding who is eligible to receive those checks. Yes, those checks that are going out as of now. We've done a lot of research. We've got the information right here on the screen for you guys. The stimulus checks have been a word not lately used by the American government, but they found another avenue to send out many types of aid that will come directly from the American government. Who's it going to? It's going to their citizens. Those that are a United States citizen will be eligible, and we'll dive deeper into the eligibility requirements, but we're touching the basics right now to let you know that yes, there are many types of aids coming from the American government to their citizens in the month of March. Welcome to March. Yes, these checks are going out in the month of March. They're coming from rolling out to millions of Americans, and it is a check that you will receive. And we have all the information on who's going to qualify. These checks are directed for families and individuals with low and moderate income that could actually have an opportunity to get some cash. How many of you guys have been waiting to hear the opportunity is knocking on your door to receive some financial assistance finally from the United States government, providing the U.S. citizens with some financial relief? It's about time that they provided an aid from the government to provide you guys with the help to deal with the highly cost of daily expenses, the inflation that is still high, the gas prices that are still high as well. And it's not been an easy road. We understand the financial burden, the economy of where we're at, and things are getting ready to change. The American government is saying we're going to provide aid to millions of Americans, and here's what it takes to be eligible to receive that. We've got all the news, data, information in this video you're not going to want to miss. Stay tuned to the end. We've got some updated news just for you. And before we dive into this news, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to not miss out on any videos. And remember, if you subscribe to our channel, you're entering for a chance to win $100. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to, let me put this in there real fast. Hit that subscribe button for your chance to win $100 cash. Everybody likes cash. And guys, remember, you can ask many that have won prizes on here before. Several people have won cash money, and we've given out an Apple Watch worth $400, brand new, shipped from the Apple Store. All you got to do is like and subscribe for your chance to win. Here we go, guys. So stimulus checks, nobody really talks about them anymore, and the government, in fact, hasn't even brought it up. Joe Biden hasn't said anything about a new series line of checks, but what he has said is that American people need help, and in fact, that we need to do our part to take care of the United States citizens. He, in fact, wants to help our low-income and families out, both senior citizens, elderly, those that really need some financial relief. So what we want to do is provide you with some news here that's going to give you guys exactly all the information you need. Yes, all the information you need, and we will go ahead and get that for you. And we wanted to put some news here and get you guys going. This information just come out, and we've got it just right here for you. Okay, here we go. Man, that light is a little bit bright. Give me 1 second. Let me change it. Okay, there we go. That is a lot better, and I can see now because it's not in my eyes. So the American government is actually sending out checks to their citizens in the month of March. There are surprisingly checks coming from them that starting rolling out this week. Guys, this week, checks rolling out. Yes. And so many people have been waiting on it, and it's about time that the American government send something out to those who need it the most. And this is where we want to make sure we provide you with this news. Subscribe for your chance to win $100. All right, guys. These checks started rolling out this week to millions of Americans who will enjoy a check this month. And we all have the information on who qualifies for them. These checks are directed at families and individuals with low and moderate incomes that are finally getting the help that they need. The payment is coming in the form of a tax refund that the Internal Revenue Service started rolling out Tuesday. Guess what, guys? We've got information just here for you guys. Yes, this week they're going to be rolling out. We've been waiting. You guys understand that even though when they send them out, it takes a couple days, it takes a week to actually get things moving. According to the IRS, this check is coming to people thanks to the Earned Income Tax Credit. You can get this check even if you don't pay any taxes. Several of you that do not file taxes, this is why we're bringing this information for you, because there's several people that are on a fixed income that do not actually file taxes. So this earned income tax credit still applies to those on a fixed income. You can get this check even if you don't have to, even if you don't pay any taxes, but it's also based on your income. So they're going to look at your Social Security income. They're going to look at the number of kids living under your roof. Again, all of that plays a factor. It's hard to believe, but there's a lot of people that are actually not even knowing about this, that the IRS has already confirmed that they're going to be sending out this check to millions and millions of Americans. This is something that millions of people have been waiting for. The IRS has already confirmed that at least 1 out of every 5 eligible taxpayers haven't claimed this check, but people with no children get up to $600 income as long as their income is under 17,000. As individuals that get 24,000 that are joint, in order to get this check, you don't need to follow a set of steps that are fairly easy. There's literally, they look at your income. When you have anywhere around a $20,000 a year salary, that means you're almost on a minimum wage. So if you do a minimum wage and you do times 40 hours a week, and then you times that by 52, you're not looking anywhere. You're probably around that $17,000 mark. Well, you fall into a certain income tax bracket, but you guys that don't file taxes, they know how much you make. They know that you need money as much as those that make minimum wage. Because if you do $7.25, which is average, $7.25 times 40 is $290 a week times 52. You're looking at $15,000. So according to the IRS, these checks are coming this week. So many people have been waiting for this actual financial relief to get it. And it's not just to those that file taxes, but it's to the low income and moderate income families, individuals, these checks that have been coming out this month. So, what day will the IRS release these refunds? This is information that we've got for you guys. First, you need to be a U.S. citizen. Number one, check that off your list. Many of you guys, hey, you know that if you're a U.S. citizen, you know, boom, you check that box. And you also need a valid social security number who's not filing a form 2555 to report foreign income and has less than $11,000 in invest income. You will also be required to file Form a 1040 or 1040-SR. So these are some of the stipulations that while you have to be a U.S. citizen, you have to have a valid Social Security number. That's why this credit, this money that is coming to you guys doesn't exclude those on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, but in fact, it welcomes you that at a low to moderate income that you guys are receiving, that guess what? You do get an opportunity to receive these checks. It's coming, and this is for all 50 states. Now, remember the conversation that we had before. It wasn't fair that there was only a handful of states, more blue Democratic states, that were sending out checks. What about the red Republican states? What about the conservative states for those that need? Because I know from my own personal self and comments that I've talked to several people and families that live in conservative states that wish they were getting a stimulus check. And that's why this is so amazing that the American government is sending out stimulus checks. Yes, and they're sending them out to millions of Americans through every single state, all 50 states. You guys have an opportunity to receive these additional funds. This is becoming a great big this become a big thing because number one, how many people have been waiting for this? So again, I told you that Joe Biden had something up his sleeve. The Biden administration understood that if Donald Trump was going to run, they wouldn't have a good chance to continue the presidency. That's why under the Biden administration, the American government understands if we're going to take care of the American people, we've got to give them help financially. How many of you guys would smash that like button and say, yes, I'll take a check. And I know that it may not be, thousands and thousands of dollars, but give me a stimulus check and I will be happy. Not necessarily that you're going to vote for Joe Biden, but how many of you guys would say, yep, I'll smash that like button and I will definitely go for a stimulus check. So according to the IRS, there's checks are coming. Yes, they're coming this week. You don't even have to pay taxes. You don't have to do none of that stuff. But they're surprisingly that this type of aid coming from the American government, who has teamed up with the IRS to give to their citizens in the month of March, there are checks coming and they're rolling out this week. This week, somebody put it in the comments this week. Yes, these checks are coming this week. Millions of Americans are going to be enjoying that big check, and it's going to be great, guys. These checks are direct deposited, and it's going to help those families with the low to moderate income. So many of you guys, I understand some of you like a physical check, and you want it sent to your mailbox, and I get it. But there are a lot more that have a direct deposit. So make sure your information is correct. Make sure you're up to date on your Social Security information. So that way you guys will not miss out on an opportunity to receive this check from the American government. Guys, you've been a great audience. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your chance to win $100. We couldn't do this without you guys. Yes, checks are rolling out this week. Stay tuned for more news to come. We've got you covered. And guys, we'll see you in the next one.